it took him 3 days to like that. And he said, a minute Ordell comes to the door, the scene begins. Don't you drop a line, I don't want to cut.
Wow.
And he literally, we were exhausted. Because we did it one time. We didn't have to do it. I was drained. We did it one time. Usually the first time is that. And here's how he directed me. You guys are going to love this. I was not able to share in the book. There's just so much stuff. Quentin said, now, you know, when I walk into the room and I open the door, Ordell walks in and he goes over to the window and he looks outside and he sees, is anybody going to hear me when I scream? Because he's planning on killing me.
Yeah.
And he walks, he looks at the window, he looks like, you know, he has on his gloves, won't leave fingerprints. I know he's coming there to kill me. I know. As they say, I know the nigga. Don't say that word. And Sam Jackson, written in the script, it was only written like 7 times. Sam chose to say it 30 sometimes. And other people like, he said nigga so many times. So no, it's Sam said he felt it was appropriate. So anyway, we'll go back. So I have to, Quentin says, now here, let me give you this direction. This man is coming to kill your ass. He's going to strangle you, shoot you, tie a rope around your neck. He's going to kill you and cut your body up, and they will never find you again. So I'm going, oh, this is my direction? Okay, yes, I understand that. I'm prepared. Now, you have to go over to your purse. You have to reach in and get your purse and the cigarette and the lighter out and turn and not let him see you put the gun in the back of your skirt belt. And I'm like, oh, jeez, how do I do that? He said, I'm going to sit here. I want you to do it. And if I see the gun, I'm going to make you do it over and over and over again until I don't see the gun. 4 hours later, my hands were like shaking because I had to walk over, do it like a dance, you know. So if you watch that scene again, you won't see the gun. But there's no cutting, there's no people coming in and handing me the gun. Literally, it was a dance. And when you revisit that scene, that's the direction he gave me. And I walk over and I do it. I reach and get the gun, the cigarette, and the lighter, and I turn. Just as I turn, I put my hands on my hip. That's when I put the gun in the back, you know, and then light the cigarettes. And Quentin was the expression on his face when I succeeded, his vision. And sometimes you can't. And a special
nomination for that, Pam. And a nomination for Jackie Brown.
But I honor his work.
We have to get questions from the audience or they're going to kill me.
I know, they really not going to kill us. No,
because
really
we need somebody.
We've been here way too long. Sorry. You got babysitters and everything.
All right, so if you guys have any questions, just go to the side. There's some microphones on the side. And I can't see
First question.
the lights, so we'll start over here.
Pam Grier, welcome to Toronto, welcome to Canada. We love you. Two quick questions. First of all, everybody knows our hearts are a little heavy. We lost an icon this week, great man in the television business and the soul music business, Sir Don Cornelius. I wondered if you can share a story with us about him or a short anecdote about
I shall.
Thank you.
Yesterday when I arrived, I had this huge weight of sorrow. When I got off the plane, my phone had blown up, and it was the news. Richard Pryor, when I was dating him, we did the Soul Train show with Don. And Richard made Don pee. He was so funny. We had such a great time. He was so talented, and he would have been doing the American Idol. He would have been doing the Glees movies, and you know but he did have health issues then. So, and I tell people, don't squander your life and waste your time. You don't know when you'll have health issues. And we're much more informed about wellness today, but he was wonderful, and we used to play tennis. He loved playing tennis, and he would drive up in his Rolls Royce convertible. I did. And he had these skinny little legs, and he loved playing tennis, and his fro was tight all the time. And he was so smart, and he wanted to meet me to collaborate on making films. And he would, produce them. And we had, and I said, little steps, and he believed in that. And then he wanted to branch out with the Soul Train brand and do not only the award show, but I thought he should also do Soul Train concerts as well to bring the nation comedy and music. And I think he was getting into that with a friend, I think it was Dick Griffey, was one of his colleagues. So,
Next question over here.
but I'm still sad because he is so important, and I'm concerned that his health was so bad that he has grandchildren and sons. He would elect to take his life. I'm glad it wasn't anybody else. I didn't want something horrible to have happened to him, which suicide is enough, but that it was not someone coming into his home and harming him. So I was really concerned about that. Thank you for remembering that as well. He will be remembered.
Go ahead.
Hi Pam, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to meet you. I know, I'm real little. I'm right here.
No, the light shining in my eyes, and all I see is I see heads.
Okay. My girlfriend and I were just wondering, since we know that you like guns, what is your favorite gun?
Well, Berettas are nice. They fit, they're light. And some are made of plastic. You don't know that, but they're not all made of metal. The Glock is very accurate, a little heavy. The Glock 9s are, not as heavy, cumbersome as the 10. Steven Seagal gave me the chrome one out of Above the Law. So I have it at my house, and I have to hide it from my mother. And my grandfather gave me his hunting rifles, 30-06 Remingtons. And they go 300 yards, and the shells are this big. And so I have a Fortress. And I wish they were in pink. I have chainsaws as well.
Wow.
And everyone's afraid of them.
You don't carry guns to interviews and talks and stuff.
I am licensed, but I don't want to push it, just in case I meet a bad person on the street. Then they'll say I started it. So I want to, no. And I travel over the border, but no. And when you go hunting, I don't hunt anymore with my grandparents. They were using archery near the end. They had passed that. Oh, I'm better than that. Let's, and bringing deer and the whole. Deer jump and elk don't. They have big horns and they'll run along the fence, but the deer will jump the fence. Little tiny deer can jump like 8 feet, and because people are hungry today, they have resorted, going back to 50 years ago, where my family would hunt to support the family. So they hunt. But we can't shoot the mountain goats anymore, But and antelope, and they're gay, so they're so gamey, they're all bones like catfish.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Hello, Pam.
Yes, I hear a wonderful voice. Can you sing? Isley Brothers?
Yes, I'm a musician. Well, you've already made one of my dreams come true before I even ask the question. My name is Adam Stewart, Mindbender, Toronto musician, historian. First, I have to say the world needs more Pam Griers.
Oh, I'll pray for you. Well, there is. There's Zoe Saldana, there's Paula Patton. They're coming up and they're going to act zany and crazy. But she did all that shit? Well, thank you. That's a lovely compliment.
Actually, as much as I thank you very much for all the wisdom and insight and brilliance and beauty that you've brought to us. And we can listen to you all day. Don't even think that you should leave. Anybody really the amount of everything.
Just
that
serve
you're giving to
breakfast,
us.
chicken and waffles.
I got you. Rick. I would be glad to serve you breakfast.
but his wife might object. But
No way. If you are
anybody out there? I have to leave. He's available. And he can cook. He can cook. Okay.
All right, do we have a question?
Oh, absolutely. I wanted you to just, the world really, like, it's amazing that you're here, especially with Don Cornelius leaving, you know.
You ain't telling me nothing.
No, for
Are you
real.
kidding me? I thought I was going to die in a Ferrari. A fast car. I love fast car and young men, though. But anyway.
Well, I just, there's so much I wanted to ask, but if anything, could you just talk about the journey? Like it's amazing to see that from the early 70s, and you're sitting here to 2012, and you're still here strong, powerful, beautiful, and delicate, sharp.
Oh, I'm crazy as a loon. Okay.
Exactly. You know, Quincy Jones said you have to be crazy to be in this business, to just love, make
No,
art.
just be unique.
Exactly, and you have all that. But I mean, how hard has it been to maintain your love life and your own personal inner? No, I don't even ask that to get that into you. But I mean, I just want you to share how you've been. You literally are like the heroes on the screen, and in Hollywood these days, there's so much special effects and fakery that there's no parallel between the actor in real life and what we see on the screen. And you literally are like what we see on the screen.
So are you asking the question how she survived?
How did I get to today?
How did she get to today
And
in
how
a very
do you
short
keep
time?
being so great? Like, give us some more insight on how you stay so strong and powerful and why.
All right, okay. So we gotta, because we're running out of time, we can't go all the way from the 70s back to 2012, but you could tell us what some of your survival tactics
It's
were.
basically my being curious with life and being a cancer survivor. I was given a second chance of yin and yang to balance my life if I survive. And through that, I, basically opened up to the universe so I could receive I'm here because of your generosity. You have to be open and agape to other cultures, teachings you did not get in school, books today, things that we're doing to evolve to have wellness in a better world. And living in Colorado, people used to say, I decide out of mind, it'll never work. I turned down movies. I turned down Celebrity Apprentice. It ain't about the money. I go to the shelter and take my tractor, my tools, and I build pens for animals and had my plumber come fix a bathroom so these homeless people that are educated and only because of their illness lost their homes and their jobs, who are taking care of 400 dogs that are coming in from overloaded shelters and puppy mills, and horses and all types of it. People tying up horses to the pens because they can't feed them. And then to their green writing program that I know, because I literally was so traumatized, everyone in my family thought I was autistic until I was 16 years old. So with all the discovery of myself, I take nothing for granted. And when I know that I get great gifts. I'm gonna get a hug. I'm gonna get a hug. Okay, and a phone number. He smell good. I smell patchouli. Something like patchouli. You know patchouli? Okay.
Let's stop.
Can we do one more?
One more. Go. We have to go, but please join me in thanking Pam Grier for joining us.
So I thank you so very much, and I hope I do more. My films and projects come out, and we have a great time. But if I don't have fun, then it's work.
Thank you so much.
And here's another fine single gentleman here.